Well,
time is a construct.
sounds like Bolts is happening in part 2.
Part 2!
We'll see you in part 2, everybody,
The hunt
for the
for
next exciting
Bolts.
adventure aboard the Raft. Will our heroes make it to the next island? Will they make a new anchor? Will Matt get eaten again? Find out on the next episode. Goodbye!
That got real South Park.
Let's stop.
I'm probably.
On the next episode,
so much
will there
shit
be
in the
something
water.
on top of the island? Will they kill old Toothy Fuck? Will Jack finally make something that will allow them to cook the salmon they've been stockpiling in the cooler with no ice? Figure out on the next episode. See you next time, everybody!
We should
My
get
first
ice.
mate has a disability. I'm under the boat.
Let me spin your shanty. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this one. Today, we built a water purifier, found a bunch of metal. I got another catfish. Throw him on the grill. Can't. Someone's already there. Now, we're going to have plenty of fresh water. We're going to have metal instruments all over the place. Get this fucking fish out of here, motherfucker. I broke my shit on it.
I'm going after him, boys.
Shit. Find out the next episode what his name is. We'll see you on the next episode of Raft Man. Goodbye. Well, the sun sets on another day for the Rafty boys. Trevor got lost somewhere at sea, but we paid that no attention. Found Ryan on an island. Next thing we knew, we were setting sail in the big blue bayou. And now, here we are, swarming with fish, a couple of ducks up top, a bunch of metal, and an island that gave us next to nothing. But Sir Reginald's hanging downstairs, and Matt has turned into a freak. We'll see you in the next part. Should be a fun time.
Save
All
it.
right. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
we'll
Raft
see
World.
you on the maybe next episode of Rafty Boys.
Rafty boys will get
On this episode, we saw that you can find a lot of metal underwater, even though it sinks. And then we killed another shark. His name was Felipe. Spanish, maybe? Then we followed the radio signal that Jack built. It led us to an oil platform, but it was deserted. What happened to the Earth? It's underwater. Australia. All the kangaroos know how to swim now. Now we have to see if we can find Utopia. Will that ever happen? If the game updates. See you on the next episode, everybody. Have fun. Bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another round of the Rafty Boys has come to a close. There was a big argument over pretty much nothing. But then a grill got made, and we cooked up some salmon. 2 sharks saw their demise, including the spam thing. I just found a cat or something. I'll put that down. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Raft Boys. Bye, everybody.
You're holding the teeth.
So beautiful.
And looking at that moon, they knew it was time for their journey to come to an end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another day out on the ocean comes and goes. But another smelter got made. Trees are growing on a raft through inexplicable means. And of course, an anchor they can drop whenever they want. Will that anchor find Matt Bragg below the surface? Maybe, if it's flu season down there. Thanks for coming back, everybody, and we'll see you on the next episode of Raft Men. Goodbye. So another moonrise comes up on another night on the raft. But look at it, a second floor full of strange technology, leading them toward a signal that they may never find. Another shark is mounted on the wall, asking the simple question, where's his bow? And so, the fishing continues, the wood collecting will commence, and barrels will be fished out of the water by Sea Ryan, as he doesn't even look at it, like a cool guy. Also, we all have flippers, so welcome to Atlantis. See you in the next episode, everybody.
Wait, Fredo doesn't have flippers. Fredo, do you need flippers?
I mean, I haven't really had a need for them.
Off, I've done the outro. Goodbye, everybody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since I was on the raft. I came back. There was all kinds of new innovations. It was very confusing, but fishing rods worked all the same. We worked our way to an island full of furry monsters that ate several of us and chased Matt off a cliff. Then we climbed up 3 relays, switched them on, and it gave us a brand new number, and then said, wait for the update. What a mystery that came out of there. But we'll have to see what happens in the next episode. I would end this jumping off a cliff, but it'd be a real pain in the ass to wait for Fredo to find me. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time. And so, another sun sets on the adventure of our heroes.
But what do we learn along the way? Well, we learned BK's a pretty good chef. And with all the Burger Kings we know definitely underwater, I'd say the market's open for a new restaurant. Trevor is the new navigator. He's like a tall compass that can tell jokes. They finally have a sofa and a cupboard. What more of a house do you need? Plumbing? No, you've got to buy you. Matt is on a dangerous quest to kill and conquer the whale, and Alfredo is on a dangerous quest to kill and eat the Matt. Can our crew find the cruise liner? Complete with inescapable sickness and a disappointing buffet? You'll just have to find out by tuning in to the next episode of the Raft People. See you then, everybody. Bye-bye.
Jeremy might not be physically here with us, Matt, but he's still here in spirit. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thanks,
Thank you. We
Jeremy.
missed you.
Well, the crew finally found a cruise ship, and it was just as horrible as everyone expected. But what did they learn along the way? Well, they learned rats make horrible pets. Maybe one day they'll evolve into hamsters. Could be on that animal farm, perhaps? Unlikely. Darwin is long dead. Engines were crafted. A mage tower was built. And Trevor learned what a direction is. Also, someone keeps leaving the water unfilled and palm leaves in the wrong box. Maybe the crew will invent a way to put that person into the ocean permanently. We can only hope so. You'll have to find out on the next exciting episode of 2.5 Rafts. We'll see you then, everyone. And so, another day comes to an end on the Big Blue Bayou. But what do we learn along the way? Well, wood is becoming a hot commodity. Imagine how rich Abe Lincoln would have been. Sell that cabin for a Ferrari, Abe. A farm has begun, including a llama and a chicken named Gerald. Yes, like in Hey Arnold. An engine went down because of a shark, and now it's half robot. Autobots roll out. Another island has been reached, full of bears, like a bunch of Winnie the Poohs that make you poo simply out of fear. Can our heroes finish the Mage Tower to receive ultimate power? We'll just have to find out on the next exciting episode of Raft to the Future. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. And so, the page turns on another chapter of our adventure. But what do we learn along the way? Well, a new area was explored, which led to the discovery of an angry bird. Start developing a game, crew. You'll make billions. Sometimes you can't cure a pig, but you can sure cure some meat. Snap it to a Slim Jim, everyone. They now have zip lines, metal detectors, and a zoo. That is now a farm. Old MacDonald had a zoo. The more you know. Matt continues to steal resources for his mage tower, and soon he will be killed for it. 'Tis the fate of all magic folk. Can the crew locate some adamantium and find Tangaroa? You'll just have to find out on the next exciting episode of my 600-pound raft. And so, another adventure comes to a close for our heroes. But what do we learn along the way? Well, flowers have proved quite useful, making biofuel and helping the bee farm. Start bottling up that bee milk, everyone. Some island pit stops were made. Alfredo detected some metal, and Matt is still single-handedly destroying everything they've gathered. And they've stumbled across Dome City. With the crew off exploring, I sure hope the raft stays okay, especially with robots afoot? Beep boop bop, your time is limited. Find out how our crew can survive on the next exciting episode of It's Always Rafty in Philadelphia. And so, the story of our intrepid heroes finally comes to a close. It's been quite the journey. But what did we learn along the way? Well, the last city left on Earth was ransacked and pillaged. Funny, I always thought Tampa had a good shot of making it to the end. Alfredo and Trevor destroyed the bridge. They like to destroy the bridge! All the tape was stolen, robots were destroyed, and Matt has continued to ruin what remains of the planet. BK upgraded the raft and solved the mystery of the sorting hat. And the whole thing ended with a little ditty on the piano. As for me, I'll just sit here on my raft, which floated alongside theirs the entire trip, and continue talking about what I see. Thank you for joining us all for the beautiful conclusion of Raft of Thrones. Thank you again, everyone.